is recommended to sleep around 7 to 9 hours each night. However, as we continue to obtain new responsibilities, it's not uncommon to sacrifice some of those hours to fit in new schedules. As much as it would be helpful not to need any sleep, you, it's simply not possible to maintain a healthy body if you don't have consistent and appropriate sleep schedule. Proper sleep is important for everybody, but according to a WebMD survey of 2,000 Americans, the average sleeping time is 5.7 hours each night. So, the purpose of this presentation is to inform you on the side effects of losing sleep, common activities that disrupt good sleep, and recommendations on how to improve your sleeping schedule. Sleep is your body's way of recharging for the next day. If you aren't completely done recharging, then you'll face some of these common side effects. And if it's consistent, you are more prone to dealing with the long term effects. So, the number one common side effect is dozing off during daytime activities, such as listening to a lecture or watching a movie. Even if you feel like you're going to manage the day just fine with a little sleep, you might notice that some of your emotions are a little bit more intense. Another side effect is microsleeping, which, according to the National Institutes of Health, is the act of sleeping act of sleeping during brief moments while doing activities such as driving or listening to a lecture. These moments go unnoticed because the person can't seem to remember them, and microsleeping during driving is dangerous because you are at risk of a car crash and in some unfortunate cases, even death. Another side effect, but sometimes these aren't just temporary side effects. Sometimes they could be they could put your body health at risk, such as developing a sleeping disorder, such as insomnia, which doesn't let you sleep throughout the night and could even give you hallucinations. And not only is this bad for your body, it's also bad for your mental health. Sacrificing sleep is common and sometimes unavoidable, especially if you live a very busy life. However, there are common activities that the general public does that disrupts good sleep, and that is using your phone before sleeping. This is a major problem. Not even I do it sometimes, but the reason why this is bad is because it stops the production of melatonin. And according to the it Sleep Foundation article, using technology before bed reduces the production of melatonin. What they recommend is investing in some blue light blocking glasses or turning on nighttime mode. And this basically stops the blue light from hitting your face at night. Sleep Foundation also claims that 94% of Americans drink caffeine, 64% drink daily, 56% consume more than 4 cups a day, and around 70% claims that helps them stay alert. While it's good to have a little boost throughout the day, we need to make sure to know when to drink these caffeinated drinks. This is because if we drink these too late at night, then we might have trouble sleeping in. Not So let's say you drink coffee 2 hours before bedtime, then you are prone to be sleeping like around 1 a.m. because of the caffeine in your body. Your cap At least half of the caffeine doesn't leave your body until 3 to 6 hours later. Now, so what can you do to maintain good quality sleep throughout your life? We already went through the blue light blocking glasses and avoiding caffeine. And according to the Christie Clinic, our bodies naturally have a circadian rhythm. This is what helps us regulate our sleepiness and alertness. What this is basically a clock inside your body. Over here is by Sleep Solutions. It's a graph where it shows around 9 p.m. the melatonin secretion begins, and this is what makes you sleepy. If you use your phone, then it's basically going to stop the melatonin from taking over your body. And around 2 a.m. is your deepest sleep. And around 10 a.m. is peak in alertness, which is really a great time to do studies when you're focusing too. So let's say you go to sleep around 1 a.m. Then you're messing up this time clock inside here. The best way to improve the good sleeping habits is by making sure this clock is consistent. Another Another good habit is taking 30 minutes before bed to meditate, read a book, and basically just avoid any kind of technology. Not only is this good for your sleep or your slumber, it's also very good for your mental health. So, in conclusion, our sleep is very important to our health, and our body deserves that reward every day. And and I really hope that this presentation helped you guys realize the side effects of loss of sleep, the disruptions you can easily avoid, and some improvements that hopefully you take with you. Thank you.